All right, so now in this next section, we're going to be looking at using the deep lasso with the hip post. Generally, when we play a hybrid guard with the hip post, we're usually going to be using a pan grip. Okay, if we play with an ankle grip, it's a lot easier for our opponent to high leg out or to sometimes just kick their foot inwards and escape that grip that we have on the ankle. So Connor's going to be standing again. And this position will look very similar to the deep lasso with the De La Riva. The difference here is with the hip post, we're able to access a bit more of the inside space. We can kind of stretch our opponent out a bit more. So when we play with that hip post, we have a bit more control over our opponent's posture. Now, generally, when we play with the hip post and the lasso, we're looking at dropping our knee inside our opponent's calf, pointing our knee to the floor, and very similar to the hybrid guard we looked at with the pan and spider guard, we're just looking at switching our hips over to the other side to off-balance our opponent and land in a leg entanglement. And again, a lot of the time, our opponent won't drop to their shoulder. They will stay standing and they will be on their far knee, just like this. So working with a hip post and a pan grip, I stretch my opponent out. I keep tight with that half lasso, and I kind of bridge my hips as I turn my hips to that far side. And again, often we end up in a position where we've got that short hook. We still have that deep lasso inside. Now, one thing that I like to use when I'm playing with that deep lasso, especially in scenarios like this where I'm not actually blocking my opponent's progression back towards the right. If I don't take that right foot underneath my opponent's knee, it's very hard for me to stop my opponent from moving back towards me.